Good afternoon, everybody. You're listening to Lake Stevens Vikings Varsity Baseball for game number 11 of the 2019 Varsity Baseball season here from Kamiak High School in Mukilteo, Washington. After a delay and a push back to the original start time for today's game, originally it was going to be played on yesterday, April 5th. We now have some high school baseball. The Lake Stevens Vikings coming off losing to Ryan Lynch and the Monroe Bearcats by the final score of 7-0, while the Kamiak Knights are coming off easily their best win of the season and the biggest win of the entire conference season so far, beating the previously undefeated Jackson Timberwolves by a score of 13-3 in 5 innings here at Kamiak High School. And we are now back at the top of the first inning. A windy afternoon, a 5 p.m. start time here at Kamiak High School. The freshman Sana O against Hunter Talasco, and Hunter gets hit on the leg on the very first pitch. Today on Saturday, April 6th, with the Glacier Peak game going on. This one off the mound for a base hit for Theron. Hunter is riding around third. Tanner staying at second. The throw is cut off by the first baseman, and Lake Stevens is on the board with an RBI single by Theron Perkins. As a ground ball off of the pitcher's mound and going into center field. Tanner moves to second, and it takes the first 3 batters to get the Vikings on the board 1-0. Here for the cleanup hitter, Aaron Lampinen, the second baseman. 6 wins and 4 losses. Kamiak, they are 2 wins and 8 losses, 3-0. Hard hit ball, this one going into left field. 1 run's going to score. Theron is riding around third. That goes all the way to the wall, and Aaron is going to stay at first. It'll be a 2-run single. He was stuttering right near the first base bag, wondering if he could go to second, but he'll stay at first against the Vikings. The 0-1. A hard hit shot going to the shortstop. Off of the glove of the shortstop, Nick Lahman. Trey goes to third, and a run will score. To throw cut off by the first baseman on the mound. And off of an error by the shortstop, a run will score. Trey will score from second. Xander will go to second base, and the Vikings now lead 4-0. Here is Cameron Austin, the center fielder. Cameron, a .227 average. A bunt going down the third baseline. Throw to first is not in time. A perfect bunt by Cameron Austin, and the bases are loaded. That one rolling down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman Ethan Norris, and is not able to throw to first in time. A win in their last game against Jackson, the 1-1. Swung on, this one going into left field. This is going to fall. 1 run's going to score. Bailey Corley is riding around third. The throw is bobbled by the third baseman, and it'll be a 2-run single by Hunter Talasco. And the score is now Lake Stevens 6, Kamiak nothing. Count even at 1-1. Lake Stevens looking to do some more damage here in the pitch. Hard hit ball, this one going into center field, and it will fall right in front of Cyrus Venata. 1 run is going to score. The score is now 7-0 as Cameron Austin will score from second base. The even count, 1-1, fly ball. This one going into center field. Back goes to center fielder Venata. He's looking up, he cannot make the catch. He tried diving for it near the warning track. Theron's looking at 3. The throw cut off by the shortstop. The throw to third is not in time. Theron Perkins with a 2-run triple. The score, see if I can count this now. Lake Stevens 9, Kamiak nothing. They lost 1-0 against Case Matter, who allowed only 2 hits and struck out 12. The payoff pitch going into left field. Back goes to left fielder, looking up, hits the wall. Tate going to second base, and he has a 2-bagger in the top of the second. Having music play before every at-bat. This one, a pitch, a line shot going in the left. Tanner going back. Tanner cannot make the catch as it goes to the wall. A.J. Riley is going to third, and he will go to third. Hunter to throw to the plate. Is it in time? It is. It's in time. Yes, it is. The throw cut off by Talasco to end the inning, and it prevents a run from going on the board. A 7-6-2 to end the inning, and it is still 9-0 Lake Stevens. They'll end in a mercy rule, 2-1. Harshaw, fly ball, this one going in the left. Back goes the left fielder, looking up, going back, that will hit the wall. Theron is going to score. Aaron will go to second, and Lampinen has an RBI double. It's now 11-0.
Let's go, boy!
2 balls and 1 strike. Peterson the pitch. Hard hit shot. This is fair past the third baseline. Tanner will be round around third to score. And Jansen will go to second, an RBI double. And Lake Stevens now leads 12-4. An RBI double by the pinch hitter Ethan Jansen. A very interesting downfall over there. And then the final C will be Mount Si. The pitch fly ball that is playable. Nick Lahman calling for it in short left field. Now it's the left fielder who was calling for it from out of nowhere, and he couldn't make the catch. Jansen will score from third, and Keeley has himself an RBI single. That's a single. It didn't touch his glove. It didn't touch the glove of the left fielder, Damon Krause. It looked like Lahman was going to make the catch. Now that was some grade A miscommunication right there. It was Nick Lahman who looked like he was calling for it. And then Damon Krause comes out of nowhere and he says he was calling for it, but then he was nowhere near where the ball fell, and then he tried diving for it and he couldn't make the catch. It didn't hit his glove, therefore it's a base hit. An RBI bloop single for Alex Keeley. The score is now 13-4. And the 3-1 fly ball, this one getting over the glove of the second baseman. Keeley's gonna score, Cameron's gonna score. It's a 2-run single for Bailey Corley. And Lake Stevens leads by 11, 15-4. That one a bloop single over the glove of the second baseman, Leo Furlong. And that will end the top of the 5th. The Vikings, they score 4 runs off of 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. They lead by the score of 15-4. Now, we are in a situation that is rarely seen in high school baseball, but we are now on the brink of it happening here at Kamiak High School, because that the Vikings are up by 11 runs. If they can get these next 3 outs, the game is over due to a 10-run mercy rule. And a chopper to Ethan Jansen. Throw to Bailey at first is in time for the first out of the bottom of the 5th. Is still going on. The 1-2. A chopper back into the glove of Lind, who throws to first. What a snag by Tanner Lind. He snow coned that ball on a 1-hopper right next to the mound. And that will be for the second out of the 5th inning. Here is Leo Furlong, who has scored in his past 2 plate appearances, a single in the 3rd and a walk in the 4th. First pitch by Tanner, fly ball. This one going into center field. And this one belongs to the Lake Stevens Vikings. In 5 innings, the Lake Stevens Vikings have beaten the Kamiak Knights by the final score of 15-5. Lake Stevens getting another win in the win column, 7-4, and they are 2-3 in conference play, while the Kamiak Knights go down to 2 wins and 9 losses and a 1-4 conference record. The winning pitcher, Tate Brust, who is 1-0. The losing pitcher is Sana O, who is 0-2. Lake Stevens fueled by a 9-run first inning. They win by the final score once again of 15-5. The next game for both these teams will face off at Lake Stevens High School on Tuesday, April 9th for the second of 2 conference games. From Mukilteo, Washington at 6:52 p.m. Once again, the final score, Lake Stevens 15, Kamiak 5 in 5 innings. My name is Payne Patchett, and you have been listening to Lake Stevens Vikings Varsity Baseball.